Could this? Are you shitting me? Fuck you. There's a curtain rod running along the ceiling. Let's put that shower curtain on those hooks. Fuck you. Let's try spreading the curtains. Wow, that's a pretty obvious peephole. Somebody's really dedicated. Well, with a hole that big, you gotta wonder if maybe they wanted to be caught. So you're saying maybe the one who spied on was into that shit? Maybe they were into, like, these home invasion fantasies. Home invasion? Interesting, I see. You two are real idiots, you know that? Let's try spreading the curtains. Fucking thank you, there's a hole in the curtain. If I look through it from a ways back, I can see a single tile. Alright, from here I can see what the tile is. Looks like it's 5th. Okay. 5th from the top, 3rd from the right. God damn it. God, pull it back. Let's see. White tile, 5th from the 5th from the top. Let's have a closer look, shall we? Nothing strange here. Nope, this thing's not budging. Well, that means... they're ordinary everyday, then that means what? What? Tiled wall. They're ordinary everyday tiles. There's another bathroom. Oh. Fuck. Right. Shit. Oh my god. My head's in the right place, but now I'm so frustrated because that took so fucking long. Here it is. Yes, this one's loose. I don't think I can get under this with my nails. And yes. Holy fucking shit. Fuck you. I'm already starting to rage at this game. Is raging at this game normal? Probably. It seems like it might be. I didn't mean to go in there. I wanted to look at... No, I want to look at you. Alright. There's a tile in the frame, so I guess I'm supposed to put the tiles in the empty spaces. Alright, I'm gonna give it a shot. Oh my fucking god. Wait. Was it? There we go. Yes. I did it. Holy fucking hell. There goes the frame. What's this? What do you mean, what's this? Pretty obvious, isn't it? It's a hole in the wall. Like a hidden safe or something, you know? Anyway, let's take a look. I think there's something inside. Fucking Mars. Let's get the shit out of here. Junpei messed around with the key he had, looking blankly at the picture, and slid down. What's the deal with this picture, anyway? Santa had only been mumbling to himself, but it drew Lotus' attention. She looked at the picture and paused. I think I've seen this picture before. Where? In a book. There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He was a rather interesting theory. Saw this picture in his book. What's his interesting theory? Morphogenic field, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance. Man, I can't deal with this. Just listening you talk about it is giving me a headache. Santa put his hands on his head, though, as he were in great pain. Lotus merely arched an eyebrow in his direction and continued. It's not a difficult concept to grasp. Bleh. In essence, he states that the shapes of living organisms and their behaviors and their behavioral patterns are transmitted through a field not visible to the eye. What part that isn't difficult exactly? Lotus did not look pleased. Alright, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism. Telepathy. Yes, telepathy. Well, perhaps not exactly telepathy, but it is close enough for a simple approximation. Santa suddenly burst into laughter. Haha, are you serious? Telepathy? Who do you think we are? Kids from the 70s? Can't believe someone would actually do serious research on something like that. Yes, I agree. Lotus' response was surprisingly curt. Junpei had expected at least some conflict. I read the book, but I can hardly say I understood it. I'm in no position to defend or condemn anything it said. It was probably just someone latching on to statistical outlier from some study, and turning it into a ridiculous theory. There's no scientific merit to any of it, I'm sure. But even so, Anyway, I saw a picture like that one in his book. Lotus indicated the picture they'd all been looking at. After a moment, she walked up to the strange picture, examined it, then spoke. Hey, what do you think this picture looks like? Sant answered first. What do you mean? Isn't it just like abstract or something like that? It's just black and white scribbles. There's no meaning there. That's it. What about you, Junpei? Does it look like anything to you? I guess it looks like... What the hell is Funyarinpa? Whatever that shit is. A boat floating on the lake? No. Fuck. I have no idea what this is. Hold on. BRB, going to check internet. Okay then. I'm just gonna choose this. Oh god. That Google search. Apparently I've committed a blasphemous atrocity not knowing what a Funyarinpa is. See, I mean this totally looks like one here and here. Junpei indicated parts of the picture that looked exactly like the other parts. After 3 seconds of silence, Lotus looked at Junpei. What the hell is a Funyarinpa? What do you mean, what the hell is a Funyarinpa? You mean you don't know? How the hell would I know? How could you not know? That's practically blasphemous. Say you're sorry. Apologize to the Funyarinpa. Goodness, you're such a rude one. What the fuck? Another 3 seconds of awkward silence went by. Lotus opened her mouth as she shook. Junpei, are you just screwing around? Forget it. I'm just gonna tell you. This is a dog. See? Like this. Lotus pointed out parts of the pictures, and eventually a dog took shape in them. Oh, that's interesting. It looked as though she had a point. Holy shit, I can see it now. It was a dog. Santa also nodded in agreement. So, now we know it's a picture of, but I don't see how that helps us. Lotus nodded and began to speak. A TV show from the Great Britain did an experiment once. They took 2 similar pictures. Both of them were difficult to identify initially, but once you figured out the answer, you couldn't see it as anything else. The first picture was a woman wearing a hat. The other one, well, to make it easier, let's just say it was a picture of a dog. So, their experiment... First, they sent the picture to the parts of the world where British radio and television didn't reach. To Ireland, the US, Africa, Europe, etc. Then in each country they gathered a number of test subjects. All in all, there were roughly 1,000 people. Those 1,000 people were shown the 2 pictures and asked, what does this picture look like to you? The results, in and of themselves, were not terribly interesting. 9.2% of them saw the lady in the lady picture. 3.9% saw the dog in the dog picture. Then 2 days later, they broadcast a new show. During the 30-minute show, they broadcast the dog picture and its solution. The audience was estimated to be 200,000 people. After the broadcast, it could be assumed that the number of people who knew the solution to the dog picture now totaled over 2,000 people. After another 2 days had passed, they gathered a number of the research subjects from areas where British TV and radio did not exist. This time, they were only able to find a sample of roughly 850 people. Naturally, none of them were people who had participated in the first test. They were, however, given the same test and the same 2 pictures. The results were shocking. 10% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. The previous test had yielded a 9.2 success rate. The change was not statistically significant. The dog picture, however, produced a very different result. The percentage of people able to successfully find the dog grew from 3.9% to 6.8%. A very significant increase. So, do you understand? Do you realize the significance of this experiment? There was no way the second group could have seen the picture. They lived far away from Britain and couldn't have seen the picture. But even so, it was only the success rate for the dog picture that went up. Why? How did that happen? What does it mean? Lotus looked back and forth from Junpei to Santa and back again. Normally calm and collected, she looked now as though she were very nearly possessed. There was something manic about her manner. Santa took an involuntary step backward. Junpei didn't budge and stared straight into Lotus's eyes. Does this have something to do with that field or whatever it was that you were talking about earlier? A field not visible to the eye, so if more people know the answer, then that information will pass through the field. Psych! Her manner suddenly shifted, and Lotus smiled broadly at Junpei and Santa. Oh my god. She waved her hand dismissively, doing her best to laugh the whole confrontation off. Oh, I was just kidding. You really shouldn't take me seriously. Well, I mean, the things I just told you about are true. They really did happen, but the results of the experiment really aren't anything to go by. They could have easily falsified them. In the end, I'm sure they were just in it for the ratings. They're a TV station, after all. At least it seemed that Santa had gained control of his composure. Right. Man, I gotta admit you had me there for a minute. I really thought you were serious. Of course not. Like I told you before, I'm sure it's all just pseudoscience. Oh, okay, right. Santa and Lotus laughed and gave one another jovial claps on the shoulder. Junpei, however, didn't feel so much like laughing. Something felt wrong, unclear. All right, enough nonsense. We got the key. Let's get out of here. Word. Lotus and Santa walked away from the picture. But Junpei stayed, staring at the picture of the dog. A field not visible to the naked eye. Morphogenic field. The more he thought about it, the more his head hurt. Okay. So I guess I'm done. Alright, let's go to the hallway. I'll go get June. You guys head to the door. Okay. Roger that. Yes, unlocked. Good job, Junpei. Good, now we can get going. Come on, what are you guys standing around here for? Let's get out of here. Come on, Jumpy, let's go. Alright, let's go. Yeah. You found it.